Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the TCU Horned Frogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Should we fear the Frog this season? TCU coming out 9-4 last year, but have lost their quarterback, Josh Hoover, to the transfer portal. Sonny Dykes has signed a new contract, a new recovery and wellness center. They've got some of the best facilities in the Big 12. We'll see if they can continue some dominance after their run to the national championship a few years ago. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The run inside. It's Owens. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback moving. Gets rid of it. He's got him. He's inside the 35. They'll spot it at the 34. Not enough for the first down, and let's see what they do on fourth. Reed to throw for it on fourth. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
Man, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Reed. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And that's a frustrating end to a promising drive. When you get the first drive, you start to go down the field, get in the enemy territory, thinking you might get points, and you do what you can't do. You make that mistake, put the ball on the deck, defense recovers, and gets the momentum in this football game.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Running inside. It's Payne. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Looking for room at the 40. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Fires to the tight end. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run it to the right side. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. And the Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Craig. Pumps it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Powers through the defender. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Horned Frogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking downfield on first down. They're working that left side. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for a crease, it's Payne. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And the defense was all over it. They know third down, the quarterback could be a viable threat in the run game. Played physical, played close to the line of scrimmage, made the big stop.
Trying to keep this drive alive. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short. They've got him penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Quickly to the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Reed. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. They'll run this play from the pistol. In the red area, it's Payne. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Trying to surge it in. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. team's wanted to run the football. Let's take a look at the numbers for these two guys so far. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Fit it in the window for the score.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gets it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Here's Reed to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his man. It's Horton. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. The run inside. It's Owens. Maybe some room here. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Aggies! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Keeps it on the bootleg. That's caught. It's small.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. And the Horned Frogs will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it. He's got great speed. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Reed. He spins that thing down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
On the move, it's Payne. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Right back to the well. Might have a chance. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his feet.
Makes the catch and he's free. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23. Back to throw, it's Craig. Here's a heat. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Trying to run, it's Payne. He's going for the goal line. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, TCU! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running inside, it's Owens. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Throwing Reed. Finds the tight end. Runs through a man, and he might have space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Caught. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Wide open, he makes the catch. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Aggies come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Owens. They make the stop, and they had to work for it. A nice little juke, and he'll have 7 on that one. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Reed. Makes makes a catch. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. And the Aggies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Big fella moving, and he will score! Touchdown, Texas A&M!
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Back to throw, time running short in the half. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Shotgun snap on third down. It's complete on the right side. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the number 7 team, the LSU Tigers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
On the run, it's Payne. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Craig. Wide open downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking to throw on first down. It's caught downfield. Touchdown, Horned Frog! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing, to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Found a seam. Turns it on down the left side. Past the 10. Touchdown, Aggies. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Horned Frogs racing to the line in a hurry up. Looking for room, it's Payne. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
To the air, it's Craig. It's complete to the left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
There's a crease. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Horned Frogs are rolling down the field.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload. You got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. The Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Unloads quickly.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Strong, firm tackle.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
He's going to run it. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Well, not a lot the defense can do on that play. They got a curl route. They're playing zone coverage. Everybody got dropped to their spots correctly, but there was just way too much velocity on that throw. They didn't have a chance to break that one.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Reed hauls it in. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Owens. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
And they can't make the play on third down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Still on his feet. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
To the air, it's Craig. Rushes on him. Gonna take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target.
Runs through, man, and he might have some space. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have put up some stats. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Running inside, it's Payne. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback keep. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. Working the middle. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They'll stop play here for a moment to have a look at this injured Horned Frog. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to run it in. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to pick up a first down. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! They kick the lead here in the 4th.
Big time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or 2 more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk.
Makes a grab and room to run. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Edwards. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Great job by the quarterback, the running back, and the offensive line, really selling pass. That's step one. If you're going to run an effective draw, it's got to look like pass, and then boom, you sneak it right to the running.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. So after the big run, they tried to hit him with a pass, but you've gone back to the run, Nick.
I think now, yeah, of course, now looking back, I'm going to go, yeah, I should have run after taking the sack. I like mixing it up.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, TCU!
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? The defense just had massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize that with a touchdown, so they've added their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
And he added the extra point. And here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Definitely was not taking over.
Let's go to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the Texas A&M sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Working that left side now. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go. Makes the grab plenty for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback got it himself. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's Reed to throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To throw, it's Reed. Looking to the big tight end. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Fourth down, Reed. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with a loss.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. And they're able to get him on the ground. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over it. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. The Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Throwing Reed. Oh, they're after him. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Reed. He's going to take off. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. An 8-yard pickup on the 1st down completion, now 2nd and 2. Back to pass. Makes the catch. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
That running back looks as if he'd be at home in the receiver room with that footwork along the sideline.
Yeah, Reese, this defense is going to have their hands full because this is a complete running back. He's not good just blocking or running with the football, but he can catch it as well.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. This crowd knows when to bring it. Again, it's Reed. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! And now it's a 1-possession game.
Well, they make the kick. They're now within a possession, but they don't have any timeouts left. So you're expecting them to come out here in an onside formation, and let's see what happens. This is going right down to the wire.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they'll take a knee.
And a nice job through 2 weeks of the season, 2-0. This is exactly where this team wanted to be now after taking a knee, running the clock out. A lot of big moments ahead for this squad.
Not all close games are created equal, but